Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is having a beautiful, blessed morning today. I'm sitting out in my backyard once again. It's a beautiful morning here in North Texas, and just wanted to kind of share some things that were on my heart after reading some comments this morning, especially on Christian moms of estranged adult children. It's one of the best Facebook pages that I'm on as far as estranged moms and grandmothers. It seems to be a real good group of people who understand the situation and are compassionate toward each other. So I had mentioned that my daughter was a praise and worship leader, and some people find that shocking that someone with so much going on in their life negatively, that they could actually be a praise and worship leader. But so I wanted to just share a little bit about that and how that happened. And so in May of 2018, my daughter graduated from a Bible college, and there's a fly flying around my phone, sorry. And that was the last time I spoke to her, saw her, or heard her voice. And she did go on to become a praise and worship leader after that. And for some people, you might find that very surprising. And in general, it is shocking and surprising that someone could have such contempt and such division in their life, but yet go on and be a praise and worship leader or a pastor, minister of some sort. But it absolutely does happen, and I think it's probably happening more than any of us really know. But in any event, my story goes on. My daughter did become a praise and worship leader after she graduated from Bible college. And at some point, and I'm not going to go into details because I don't want to mention anyone specifically. There's been a lot of conversation going on, and I wouldn't want to divulge anybody's name or information, but I'll just say leadership in that church got to know me and sat down and had some talks with me and revealed to me that prior to meeting me, just knowing my daughter and listening to my daughter, that it was thought that I was just one of the most horrible people walking the planet, a very evil person. And I'll be the first to admit that I'm not perfect. I've made a lot of mistakes, and there are a lot of things, if I could go back, I would do differently. And I wish I could. I can't. None of us can do that. All we can do is ask for forgiveness for those things that we did that maybe we shouldn't have done or said, or maybe we just could have done better. And but all we can do is learn from it and go forward. And this is why we all need grace, and we need to extend grace, is because we all fall short. We all make mistakes. We all could do things better at times. And but we have to extend grace to each other because we all need it. But some people don't do that. And I personally believe it's easier to not look at ourselves when we focus on someone else being the bad person. That's kind of how I see it. But anyway, it eventually was known that there was a lot of things that were not true, certainly a lot of truth left out of the story. And my daughter is no longer a praise and worship leader, as far as I know at all, not for that church. And I don't think at all. I think she's doing something else now. But anyway, I just want to share the part of the story that's mine and not divulge anything else. But there were a lot of bad things said about me, not just to this one place or this one group of people. There's been a lot of really terrible, horrible things said about me that are not true. Like I said, I've made mistakes. I wish I could have done things better. But there's just a lot of things that are really horrible that are not true. I'm not a danger. I'm not a threat to my grandchildren or anybody, and I never have been. But I just wanted to share that part of the story I think there's probably a lot of people in churches that are behind the pulpit, that are leading praise and worship, or certainly sitting next to us on a pew, that have these issues going on and we just don't know it. But for sure, I don't take things at first glance anymore, especially in an age group around my daughter where they want to start talking about how awful a parent is. I just, not that any of us should judge or make a judgment call on what someone else says, but I'm just much more careful to believe those things, and certainly to want to know the full story before making any kind of call. And that's how we should always be. I've learned a lot about really being forgiving and not taking a side so easily in a situation. But anyway, I just wanted to share that part of my story with you all this morning. It was just on my heart, and I just want to encourage all the moms and grandmoms out there to get a hobby, go back to an old hobby, just get busy and do something you love to do. I love decorating my home, and I'm going to have a lot more videos coming up decorating for the holidays, so I hope you'll come back for that. And also that you'll subscribe to my channel, please, The Divine Living by Beth. If you would, please subscribe and like any of the videos that you watch. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to try to answer, or any comments. I'd love to hear your comments, for those of you especially that are going through similar situations, so, and how you deal with it. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, and please come back soon and watch the videos I have coming up. Thanks so much.